Next one in the series is the shortest job first. Let's try to solve it. So the shortest job first. The basic phenomena of shortest job first is to concentrate on the burst times. One with the smallest burst would be selected first. So let's go with it. Let's see the mapping and how it will work. First, when we get all P4 and P2 which are equal will be the topmost. You can go in any order, P2 followed by P4, but I generally prefer going through sequence as given. So first I am given chance to P2, it waited for 0 and when it got over it was already 1 burst cycle. Then the P4 would enter, it waited till 1 and then got over, so that would be 2 burst cycles. Then talking about remaining, we had P3, P3, P1 and P5, out of which P3 is the smallest. So P3 enters, it waited till 2 and then it started, it got over by 4. Next remaining was P1 with 10, P5 with 5. This takes the chance, so P5 with 5 burst cycle. It waited till 4, then it started getting executed and 9 it got over. Followed by the last one, P1, which waited till 9 and then started and got over on 19th burst cycle. So if we see individual time units again as we did earlier, this was 1, 1, 2, 5, 10. So calculating it, let's calculate total wait period or time. Total wait period for the P2 is 0, for P4 is 1, for P3 is 2, for P5 is 4 and for P1 is 9. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus as 16, a very small amount. If we say average wait period, that would be 16 by 5, which is 3.2, which is a very good because it's very small. The next one would be obviously talking about the process of total turnaround time, which is wait period plus the burst time. So going with wait, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 1 for P4, for P3 waited till 2 plus 2 burst cycle, for P5 waited till 4 plus 5 burst cycle, and for the last one P1 waited till 9 plus 10 burst cycle. So total we had 35. So going further, if we talk about average turn around time, that would be 35 by 5, giving me 7, which is really good turnaround time. Now going with the next, talking about priority scheduling. In priority scheduling we will be concentrating more on the priority front. That means this time the majority importance is on the priority. Let's go with it. We are now talking about priority scheduling. Let's try to see what can be done for this. Let's first create the timeline for it. Okay, now let's go with, considering all processes came at 0, now we'll be concentrating on priority. If we see priority, P2 has the highest priority, so P2 would start first from 0 and get completed by 1 because 1 burst cycle. Next one priority is 42, so we are working with P5, started at 1, will got over by 6 because it has a 5 burst cycle. Next one in series is a 2 option, P3 and P1. When both are common, I will follow burst because that follows a better results. So I'll give a chance to P3. I repeat, when both are equal, I am giving a chance to P3 just because of the lesser burst cycle. So 6, 7, 8. So P3 goes off. Now P1, which is of 10, so which is 18, goes off. Last but not the least is P4 with 19. Giving individual burst cycles again as we always do. P1 was 1, P5 was 5, P3 was 2, P1 was 10, and P4 was again 1.